Hello everybody, it's AmigaRob here, and today we're going to be looking at the Beano from 12th of December 1987. It's number 2369. I've been looking at some comics recently. I'm continuing to look at comics, and yeah, this one is a little bit before the last Beano I reviewed. And it's with the old style. This is pretty much, I think, around the sort of time. I think I had this issue. This is around the time I started getting the Beano, and it's there's a few things about it I like. I think it's one of the last. It was getting to the last period where they used this kind of this sort of paper stock, which is, I guess, more disposable. Doesn't have that kind of gloss to it. Feels like a bit like newspaper print, a bit thicker than newspaper print. Um, Quite a similar lineup. I think I've not looked at it at all yet. There's a bit. I'm just noticing the color registration is a little bit off around his ears, or is it just a fault in the? I think with this printing method, there was always a little bit the later printer method that they used on the like that the Halloween issue I reviewed was very nice method, but this is still quite nice. It's you know, like a bit of registration problem there, and I don't know what the word is for it in print terms. I'm calling it registration because that's what you call it in video. There's a bit of blue spilling around. The red's all nice though. Oh, it's nice there. It's not so good there, but Rumble. What's that rum? That's not thunder. It's my tum. It must be tea time. This is what Dennis the Menace should look like. The comic with the Bash Street Kids. Now I think this one is before they had adverts, like page adverts. I think when they switched the paper format, they started doing the bigger adverts. So actually, let's have a look at the second page of this. I'm not quite sure what the joke is. Oh, he knocked his dad out. Oh, he smashed into the door and knocked him out. Continued from front page every Thursday. I'm needing that glass of water of this experience. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the registration is all over the place on this print here. Looks like they're having sausages, peas, and mashed potato for dinner. Yeah, it's all over the place actually. Colours are all over the place. Got this nice reddish print they like to use in the Beano and all the other DC Thompson lines. They were still using it in 1987. Ivy the Terrible. Nice style of. They've not got the things across the top here. The little subtitles. Billy Whiz. I used to try and draw Billy Whiz all the time. I can't quite place when I first got the Beano, but I think it must have been around this time because I remember trying to draw Billy Whiz. Wasn't very good at drawing. It took me a long time before I could sort of half decent draw. Oh look, they got that. I've never noticed it before, but they have these. They must have put these Beano little codes on the bottom of the pages in the 80s, so they knew what ones they came from. The number 4, so they knew where they came from when they came back to reprint them in other things. This Lord Snooty looks like a very different model to the one I'm used to. I don't remember Lord Snooty looking like that. I always remember him looking different. This must be a new drawn version. Ball Boy. Meaning the Minx all in pinkish red. Now on sale. Oh, that's interesting. It's a little advert. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, here they're using the things at the top of the page. Bored with the crochet circle, then joined Dennis's fan club. I was a member, as I've mentioned before. Buy me the Beano book, Dad. Go on. Very clever that in December they're chucking in an advert for the Beano book into a script. And there's people reading the Beano book. Ha ha, Minnie's got a bald dad. Oh, he's taking his hair off by accident. How's he done that? pulled him by his hair or something. I don't know. Dennis the Menace fan club. Yeah. Dear fellow menaces, Robert McNabb of Cardiff has sent a picture of a dog that looks like Nasher. Do any of you have pets that look like Rasher, Nasher, or Nipper? Send me a picture. Oh, there he is, Robert McNabb's dog. My grandmother's dog Barney. I think he looks just like Nasher. He doesn't really, but some interesting. Oh, blimey. Help, dear Dennis, help. I've got the dreaded softyitis. There is only one cure, the Dennis the Menace t-shirt and poster. Hurry before I adopt my sister's teddy bear. Yours worriedly, Barry McCormack, County Dublin, Ira. Dear Barry, don't panic. The t-shirt and poster are on their way. To complete the cure, squirt a softie 3 times a day with a week. For a week with your water pistol. Yours helpfully, Dennis. Rasher. Oh, I think I remember Rasher. Yeah, I think I liked Rasher. The pig one, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I don't feel like the artwork. I don't know if it's just I've had a long day at work. This isn't like it was in the 80s when I like a day at school might have been swimming, come back and be like, let's read the Beano. 45p to join the Dennis the Menace club in those days. I joined. But I think my wallet's been thrown. The Bash Street Kids. Oh, the Bash Street. Now that's interesting because the comic with the Bash Street Kids, I had a really good special edition thing with them that got chucked at some point, but they've afforded them a few colours. I like this squirrel they've got here. He's got a bit of personality. He's stealing their peanuts. I don't quite understand what that's about, but okay. Oh, there we go. Subscription selling as well. Subscription to the Beano would make someone a Schnashing Christmas. I think it's supposed to be smashing. God, it's a bit off model, that Nasher. But I do like the way they. Oh, look, there's Nasher and Nipper with Roger the Dodger. I like it when they do crossovers. But I prefer. This is the way for me Dennis the Menace should be drawn. But I think they did. I mean, I like the old style of doing it. I like this, but I do think I might like when I guess they probably went digital or something, use digital page setting, because this looks like it's. I'm guessing that this comic was page set the same way it was for decades. Maybe this was done digitally, 87 maybe. This is probably all done with traditional methods. Calamity James. I think Calamity James was my favourite. And it reminded me there was a TV series called Round the Bend. And there was a section in there which reminded me of Calamity James. But I like the art style. It's pretty gross and everything's meant to be gross. And they always squeeze lots into it. I always found it funny squeezing so much into it every page. Every panel's got loads of little jokes all over the place. And they've just got such a gross sort of appearance to them as well. But I like this. It's nice. I like Calamity James. The Pup Parade. What's this? Health food. Don't remember the Pup Parade. It's a bit soft for this. And the Beano calendar is trying to see. Lord Snooty's the other model, I think, on this. He's more the traditional model. He's got a kind. got a kind of. I think I might actually have the annual for 88. I'm gonna have a look and see if I have it, and as in my original one. Um, yeah, they're trying to floor calendars, and then you've got Roger the Dodger, which I'd already gone to, and must have skipped Calamity James by accident there. If you had any problems you like Roger the Dodger, you write to the Dodge Clinic. Yeah, they didn't see the Dodge Clinic in this one. Subscription. I don't think I've had a subscription to the Beano. I think I always used to go and get it. I had subscription, unofficial subscription at the news agents. Oh, is it? Oh, so these they used to send it to you. It was only a few pounds more for overseas. Blimey, I wonder how that worked. Karate Sid. I think I remember him. They probably got rid of him because it wasn't very PC. I guess. I mean, pop, bung, pop. Trophy room, yeah. Reminds me a little bit of karate from My Wings Are Like a Shield of Steel. Batfink. Little Monkey, I don't really. Oh, maybe I remember him, yeah. Again, he's this child who basically looks like a monkey, I suppose. There's a lot in this comic here. Number 13, the old classic, that's basically the Addams Family or the Munsters. Um, I like the Beano. I think, and I've got a lot of Beanos and other DC Thompson comics to review, but I think I used to balance them out with He-Man and Transformers, Thundercats. I used to get a lot of comics. I used to read a lot of comics. I used to really enjoy looking at the pictures and all that. This one I just find a bit garish, this issue. I'm not sure why, a lot of pink and stuff. Nasher and Nipper. And that's another one we've done. Number 2369 episode magazine comic edition of the Beano. December the 12th, 1987. What a classic it was, I guess. I think, maybe a little disappointing, but we will continue to review them. I've got a lot to review, and please let me know what you think. You can always like or subscribe. If you don't want to like or subscribe, just don't do it. Just ignore it, and hopefully I'll never come back onto your thing. I do Amiga stuff as well and other stuff, so stuff and more stuff and other kinds of stuff. Look how battered up my hands are. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch up with you all very, very soon.